Hello and welcome back. Sorry, I'm still trying to rearrange my desk a little bit, and things are not always cooperating. It's doing what it wants, not what I need it to do. There we go, that's better. Um, how is everyone today? I got a new, as you can see, over the top camera, and I'm still messing with it, trying to figure out like the best angle and such. But we will start off like we've been lately, which is a little bit of sorting. How was everybody's Monday? Because I saw you Sunday. Well, maybe I saw you Sunday. I didn't really do anything. Took the kids to school, and that's about it. Went to the grocery store. Watched Carrot like all day long. I do have Stream Raiders, so when we get a few more people in, I will start a Stream Raiders. Okay, that's a big piece. Where do I already have one, but I think we're gonna wind up with more big pieces than just that. So when we moved, I used these for like cars and stuff. I put like some of the bigger cars in them. That way it'd be easy. Less chance of them getting like messed up because they were already in something. My computer chair keeps sinking down today. There we go. It does that every once in a while. It just like doesn't want to stay up, and then it's fine again for a while. Every time I start to think about, I'll just buy a new one, it's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll fix myself. I'll behave. Ah, I knew I had a bucket. Like I said, most of these will get broken up again, but for now, as like a basic, sort, it's better. But I found so many minifigures lately sorting like this. Like, look at this guy. Another minifigure. I think he's supposed to be a policeman of some kind. There's some friends' legs. Some more friends' legs. A friend's torso. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Obviously, they're missing their head. This one's a window. I guess I'll put it in there with like the doors and stuff. doorways and windows, sills and walls, all that good stuff. Oh, here's a king hair for a minifigure. I'm not sure that's a Lego. That has a sticker. I think I have a place for that. I do have a place for that. And this. Is it just the same yet? This is like a car piece. I guess that's what I'll put in this bucket. All these, like, I keep running into, like, hoods and stuff. Put those in there. Look at that tire. There's a ninjasic, which I guess is the evolution of the fungus. I think it looks like it anyway. Let's see. Pokey catch. Let's see if I get it. I was in carrots this morning and could not catch a single item, so I don't hold out any hope. Let's see. Another big piece. That's a windshield, not a window. Doorway. Do this the other way. That way, my arm isn't constantly reaching up. I'll take that one apart. Oh, it escaped. Like I said, I wasn't holding out too much hope. I could not catch a single thing in carrots, so. This is obviously supposed to go on a minifigure. It's like a cape or a jacket or something. Minifigure legs. Look at this minifigure. He's obviously supposed to be a ninja of some kind. There's a Friends minifigure. All the minifigures today. Come here, tire. See if I find any tires before I go that way. No. You're not a Lego. and lots of flats. So there we go. I need a drawer for those. And a drawer for curve pieces. There. Here's the flower drawer. More wheel parts. I'll take this apart and sort what I can from this, and then we'll be done for the sorting part of the stream. Ooh. I don't think I have these for these. Or those. I do for those. Okay, grab the pieces that didn't quite go anywhere. Okay, there's our sorting for the day. Stick those down there, put them away later. Let me make sure I turn. I always try to have the stream up on my phone as well in case I do something like, you know, watch a video or whatever, that we can still see, you know. Still see what's happening. Okay, that's it. That way I can still see your comments. Here's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Sorry, my daughter has been messaging me on and off today, which is not quite usual, but she's, I guess, gonna have a chess tournament tomorrow, and I had to give permission, so she was texting me, you know, what I needed to convey to her chess coach, captain, whatever, the guy who runs the team. So we're on our second book, and this book is 8 through 13, and we're going to start on 8. So let me get bag 8 sorted, and then, and I have these bags over here. What do I have? Spring Fun Pirate. Lunar New. Ooh, I guess we can change the house to Lunar New Year. The little 3-in-1 house I built, like, for just this reason. For the little add-on packs, we can take the Halloween stuff off, because I didn't have a Christmas one, so I just left it. And then we can put on Lunar New Year stuff. Decorate the house for the Lunar New Year. Okay, so that's my buckets ready. That's spring. Make sure my mat is straight. And if you have any questions, hints, want me to move the camera a little bit, don't hesitate to let me know. And I'm probably gonna mess up a bunch because I keep wanting to show like forward because both cameras were up there, but now obviously one's pointing down. So I just keep forgetting that, you know, it's a different direction now, in a different place. Okay, make sure I got this facing me the way they want. This. Okay, yep. Now we want an archway and two of these. And that's gonna go there. Still necromancers. And I'll start a stream battle. You can, maybe some other people will jump in. What does my necromancer look like? Oh, there she is. And then we'll put these in case anybody has any. And we'll just see how it goes. If it is a fail, then it is a fail. Now I have to build something that's going to eventually attach to it. So I'll push this over just a little bit so you can see more of what I wind up building. Okay, so this with this. Note to self. And flip it down. Then we're gonna stick it. Let me move this back. Oh, it says get your quick balls ready. Try to get that more in frame. Right there. An Omastar is on the loose. Okay. Wants these two like this, but where does it want that lip? Oh, I see it now. Down in between these. Okay. Wants these on top of each other on here. Wants this here, and then opposite. Okay. Now, the next step is this. They want the wires. So they want to come straight up like this. Let me make sure I got those all. Yep, okay. So, you hooked it to that piece there. So it's gonna, there's a little slack too, so that you're not gonna like ruin the wires by being too tight. And then we will kind of, I don't know, I guess tuck it like that for now. The Omastar escaped, but nobody tried to catch it, so. Let's see. Two choose, one of you. Okay, so it's this piece, and a black, and a black, and red on the front. Okay, come on. There we go. It shows them just kind of flopped. We have ads in about a minute. Looks like that. There we go. Just a little smidgen. Okay, another doorway. Okay, it looks like we should be back from ads. Okay. Again, it wants these little white pieces. top of the doorway. The doorway, like right there. I keep worrying I'm gonna pinch like a cable somewhere and then it's gonna mess it up. Okay, there we go. Oh, now ads are going. Sorry, we're not back from ads. Thank you for your patience, your support during these ad breaks keeps the stream alive and thriving. Stay tuned, the conversation never ends here. Now a verse from our collective tale. In the land of Lego builds and craft, our book-loving builders caught in a draft. Timer balls thrown, but ninjas flee. Amistar winks out like a tease. Stream Raiders battle. It's time to unite. Place your units to join the fight. Quick balls at the ready. Luck says nah, but creatures escaped. Chat cries Strig! Aha! Okay. There. The end right behind. Let's do this one first. In the picture, they show it just kind of hanging forward, but it does not want to hang forward, so just gotta roll with the way the cable wants to go. Okay. What's this on these? With the little grabber things pointed in instead of out. Yes. Towards the inside. Sure, I did something right. I did that. Okay. Another ladder. And a bar this time. Ah, I see now. Okay, now again we're going to build something that will get attached. Sorry, I'm trying to find a balance between you seeing the thing and seeing what I have to build off to the side. I don't know if this is better than before. I don't know. I feel like both aren't great. Like I'm still not doing something right. But oh 12. Okay. A sticker. Sticker number 2. Which is the last sticker off of this. So we can put that in there. Now kind of upside down, but that. And that's going to be this wall there. So that picture frame will be on the inside. Then again, it wouldn't really make sense for it to be on the outside. But, you know, stranger things have happened. Okay, again with this slanted piece in the middle. I believe there's still drops for Stream Raiders. I could be wrong. I forget when the date is. But I wanted to say it was either today or tomorrow. Okay, so now it shows bringing that up through there and then putting this on to capture. Oh, I'm sorry, I put both in there. It only wanted one. It only wanted the left side. Okay. This and this. There we go. Make sure I'm not pinching that on this side. Okay, and then 3 across here. One, two. Big one. One more view. And 2 view. Let's see. View in the middle. I'm gonna give a check to our Stream Raiders and see what's happening there. Because I know I started it kind of early. Just me, it looks like. Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna dump out what's left because it looks like it's probably all for this step. So it wants that on an end, then this. Sorry. And it looks like these on either end. One of these. Helps if I'm trying to put the right end in. Okay. And these 2 on this. Then this on one end. Okay. It wants, let me turn this. Okay, I'll turn it so you can see. Let me move this. But this shows like that. Just gonna turn it to make sure I got it. Yep. So that's how that went. It's kind of all down the back. And my guess is that when sorry, again, it's going to, yep. So this will probably be what turns that lens. I keep thinking the bags are in the box, but no, I sorted them out. Okay. Move this so I don't bump it while I sort out another bag.
Health insurance is important. So, if you or anyone in your family has Medicaid or CHIP, listen up. Check the mail for a renewal form from your state. Complete the form and mail it back right away so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose Medicaid or CHIP, visit healthcare.gov to see if you're eligible to enroll in a low-cost, quality health plan. Keep your family covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Okay. There we go. Ooh, what is that? An in DD? It says it's a female one. Ooh, do I have a cipher ball? No. That's right. We'll use an ultra ball. Pokey catch. Ultra ball. Wow, that was, I think, faster than normal. That seemed odd. Maybe I just missed it though. Okay, now I'll be working on this tiny space right here. So it wants me to bring this other one down inside this, then over this, and it shows it kind of twisting, but I don't see a twist possible. Oh, I guess not twist maybe, but like, no, I guess they do want it twisted at some point because they want it to be like this with that on that side. So I guess like that. Let's do that. Okay. Now it wants this. Make sure my brain didn't ignore a piece in the bag, no? But there are a lot of bigger pieces in here, so it could just be underneath. Let's see if, oh, 9 has a buddy bag. And I'm starting to freak out, and it's because I didn't open all the bags. Way to go, me. No wonder I can't find it. Ta-da! There you are, hiding. Okay, turn it over towards me. There. There. One underneath. On top, facing that way. Flippy flippies. This on that hook. Okay. Then, oh, and then this is just gonna cover that up. So we have to make sure we get that cord in just the right spot. Sure, yep. Make sure I didn't mess anything up when I was squeezing that on there. Okay, and then it just shows that we should make sure that cord is laying on the hook, which it is. Then we're gonna put this little leaf on top of there so that it can't just pop off. Which, I mean, is a good practice. Okay. The pigment throwing me off there. Thought it was the lighter beiges, but nope. Welcome in, Crazy. Beto. We are on bag 9, and I'm trying to get used to the more overhead camera. Okay, it says Crazy Manituka is the jack of all trades in gaming and crafting. From plowing fields in Farm Simulator to sailing the high seas in the world of warships. They've got it all. Recently, they've been building a Concorde with Lego Finesse and celebrating holidays with warship battles in cozy PJs. Whether it's medieval co-op adventures or trucking across America, Crazy keeps the content diverse and engaging. Now, those what was it? Emotes at the end came up as words, not emotes, so I don't know. Let me double check Frosty Tools. There you are. Dashboard. Make sure, you know, it's all some of the stuff changed. Hey, Kevin! I am just double checking Frosty Tools because, okay, it keeps, like, FrostyBot keeps, like, losing, like, I approve it, and then it says, you know, it needs to be redone the next time I I do it. Like next time I go live. So let's see if that works. Since I went in and fixed some stuff. Okay. And I'll leave it up in case it gives issues again. And I saw actual emotes last time when you said that. That's why I figured it was just you, because I was seeing actual emotes. This time I'm just seeing the words. So, like I said, some of the things I had to go in and like reapprove. So we shall see.
Don't panic.
Sorry, I had the camera turned because I was building this piece that would be connected. So I kind of pushed it over to the side a little bit. But I will show you what progress I've made so far in just a minute. Turn this. Sorry. I don't know if this over the head is really better. Welcome in, Danny Phantoms. It says, howdy, y'all. Danny Phantoms just hit affiliate and celebrated with trivia and Twitch Tales in their latest Just Chatting Hoedown. They're all about that Star Wars and Marvel life, building Legos like a pro and spreading Disney magic. Family-friendly vibes with a Texas twang. They're the go-to for geeky gab and theme park thrills. No recent VODs, but stay tuned for more fandom fun. Yeah, I know. Just chatting hoedown. I love it. Okay, I think I got that all where it wants it. Then it wants it. Yeah. Okay. So I thought that the overhead would make like certain things better, and it does because I can adjust as I go. And I think some of it's just me being like overly worried. And I'm afraid I'm gonna pinch these cables, so I think it'll be okay. There's not like a good place to grab either to attach this place. Yes, I know. Okay. Okay, there we kinda go. This piece, man, does not want to go on there. Okay. I know it wanted me to... Yeah, I know. I started it and I was like, oh well, if nobody comes, nobody comes. It's a new map. It's literally step 1, so I'm not overly concerned. Okay, there we go. I know it wanted me to have these pieces on and then put it on, but they did not. It didn't want to do it that way. So, for this reason, I think I feel like I'm pinching cable. Well, let me get this piece situated. I want to make sure that I'm not pinching any cable. Okay. I think I figured out what happened. The little wire got like underneath the big wire, and then it was making it too wide for the space. I think now that I got that out of the way, it will work. Or I shouldn't say out of the way, but like resituated. And if you have tiny, or if I have tiny fingers and it's still giving me issues, so if you have regular adult fingers, this one may be a smidgen interesting to accomplish. Carrot ran into one of those this morning. He was like, "This is what you were talking about when you say when you have big fingers or regular size hands, it will be difficult." Because I have little tiny, like, kid hands. Because I'm not even 5 foot tall. So I literally have little kid hands. And if I have trouble doing it, people, like, with regular adult sized hands are going to have issues. Okay, it says the battle is ready to begin. Yeah, with just me. We can watch me die. I started it and I was like, oh well, if nothing else happens, if nobody shows up, nobody shows up. I'm not worried about it. A Wurmple. Oh no, a Timpole. And of course the one I put out was a Necromancer, so maybe as I kill people, I'll resurrect them. Yeah. That was fun. Not. We'll try that one again. Like I said, I wasn't overly concerned about it. Let me quick check what else they want me to put. So, assists from tanking. Well, I guess I'll put a tank out then. Okay. You guys are free to add to the battle if you wish. If not, that's cool too. There we go. Okay, so I did this step with some interesting issues. Okay. How was everybody's Monday? I didn't really do anything. I say Monday, but if you weren't here for my Sunday stream, then how was your weekend? We went dress shopping for Fantasy. She's got a I don't know, some kind of dance on Friday, so she went and got a dress, and you know how fun that is. Because as a girl, clothing sizes are never just simple. Congrats, Danny, and you got like a gem stone thing with it. Thank you for the epic warrior, Crazy. So she found a dress, and then yesterday she told me, Mom, I didn't realize it, but it has pockets. So she was very excited because her dress has pockets. Frankly, I'm excited when my dress has pockets. I didn't count how many dots. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, that's right. And then these should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh no, I got 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, okay. No, she still thinks boys are disgusting. She's 15 and has like no interest in boys. Now, whether that she has interest and she's not telling me, or something, you know, or she really doesn't have an interest in anybody, I don't know. But we have a pretty good amount of communication. I had horrible communication with my mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything was like, I don't know, just not good. Like, I felt like I could never tell her anything. So I went like out of my way, like, to make sure the kids felt comfortable enough to tell me things. Now, does that mean they always tell me? Hardly. But I feel like they would come to me if there was like a real issue. But I ask her and she like wrinkles her nose and she's like, ew, boys. I was like, find you like girls instead. And she's like, ill everybody, ill people. But, like I said, that doesn't mean that's really how she feels. But I figure, I was dating at her age. I was already starting to date. So I asked her, if she's interested in that. She's always like, "No, mom. No. No. No." Yeah, she's like, "Ew, people." No, we have a very yeah, she just wants kids, and by kids she means goats. She does not want to have children. She says that a lot. She's like, I don't want kids. I don't ever want to have babies. The only babies I want, or the only kids I want, are goats. I want goat babies. And she wants to put them in pajamas. She likes D&D and to play Pokemon, and she really is a nerdy little girl. Uh, you know. She gets upset when they make the shows and they don't match the books that they're from. She is irritated at Percy Jackson that Disney just released because it's missing something. So she just wants to read and play with animals. She likes and play D&D and Pokemon. That's like it. Some boy was giving her friend crap, and they were at archery practice, and she turned around and looked at him, and he was like, she was like, "Do you know the way to a man's heart?" And he's like, "Through his stomach." And she goes, "No, through the second and third rib." And the kid was like, "Okay," and like backed up and away, and she's like, "Leave us alone." And her friend was like, "That's amazing. Where did you learn that?" She's like, "My mom. My mom says that all the time." Yeah, so yeah, if people give her crap at archery, she's like, "Oh my god, it would be so horrible if one of these practice arrows wound up in you instead of a target." She's like, "Please leave us alone." Yeah, so she's got no problem telling people where to stick it if she don't like it. She messaged me today. She's like, "Can you email my chess coach and tell him that I can go to the tournament tomorrow?" I was like, "Okay, I didn't get an email from your chess coach, but sure. What's his email address?" Sorry, I'm building and I'm like, "Oh crap, they might not be able to see what I'm doing." I'm still getting used to this different placement. I'm guessing this is going to be like a wall. I made Nerd Kids. They've watched Doctor Who and they know about Lord of the Rings and The Princess Bride, and I have nerdy little kids. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know. She said, I guess the school is trying to get, because she's a freshman in high school. So the school is trying to get the kids to read more. So they, during English class, they all had to go down to the library and pick a book. Like, you couldn't say, I have a book at home. You had to check one out. And then they're going to have to, like, write a paper on the specific book they chose. And there were kids that were like, can I take this picture book out? And the teacher's like, no, you have to get a chapter book. And they're like, oh man, this is too long. And she said she's over there picking up books and going, this one's not long enough. And the kid next to her is like, how long is it? She's like, it's only 300 pages. It's not long enough. I need a bigger book. Okay, let's see. And she said they were making like their 4-year plan. Essentially, like they plan out all the electives and stuff they're gonna need through all 4 years of high school, so they can kind of plan when they want to take what at what time. And she hates gym, like traditional gym. So she took this very true. Yeah, it's through the second and third rib. I also told her through the armpit you can pop a lung. There's nothing when you lift your arm up. There's no bones or anything to protect really what's inside, so you can go in through the armpit. What was I saying? Oh, so she hates gym. So she did this alternative gym class basically where they learned to set up a tent and they learned first aid and stuff like that instead. They did archery. And so because she did that and all the things that they learn in that class versus a traditional gym class, she said there's only like one computer science elective thing that she has to take because she took that class. So, you know, in the end it wound up working out because they have to learn like CPR and first aid and stuff like that, but she learned that in that class already. So, and she got her boater's ed certificate, like card, and then she also got her hunter's ed card. So technically she can go hunting next year. Not that she probably will, because you can't kill the baby animals. Yeah, apparently she says stuff all the time at school, and her friends are like, oh my god, where did you hear that? And she's like, my mom. My mom. Y'all should be scared of my mom.
Make the all-electric Cadillac Lyric all yours. A stylish SUV that takes luxury beyond thrilling all the ways.
You know her, they're all baby animals. As far as she's concerned, they're all baby animals. There's no such thing as an adult dog, they're all puppies. That's her thing. They're all puppies, so they're all baby animals. Even an 8-point buck is a baby animal. Okay, let me turn this big thing. Oh, thank you so much, Charming Jellyfish. Welcome in. We are messing up. Um, I let this get covered up instead of over top. Welcome in, charming jellyfish and fellow raiders. It says meet charming jellyfish, the brick dropping, Lego loving streamer who's all about that metalcore vibe. They've been crafting dreamy Lego tree houses and hanging with their Lego friends. With a dash of ADHD charm and family-friendly banter, they're ending the year on a high note. Catch them for some blocky fun and quirky squats. It's always a build party with Donna. Welcome in. Thank you all. No, that's all right. You are fine. Thank you for the raid. We are... Okay, so I just got this over the top kind of camera, and I'm still figuring it out. And I'm bad at cameras to begin with, so... Like, my positioning, I feel like, is never good. Let me, before I put that on, because it is... I think it needs to be up higher because the lighthouse has gotten significantly taller than when I first, set it up. Okay, so we want to be looking at this window, and then it's on the back side. Okay, so it's okay. No, it shows it's across. Did I put something wrong? Thank you for the follow, Freak on a Cloud. Welcome in. Are you a streamer as well, Freak on a Cloud? Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I see. My brain was not interpreting the way it was. Okay, it's no problem. I just try to always give fellow streamers a shout out. So when people are first time, I'm not sure, so I just ask. But thank you for the follow. And thank you for popping in. I have a Lego addiction, but I'm not a quitter, so I'm not going to meetings. There is a... Oh, never mind. It escaped already. I know. I'm like squeezing it to make sure I got all the pieces connected because I have not in the past. Okay. I think that's better. I just had to raise that arm because it's gotten taller since I set it up. Okay, so yeah. We are working away on the lighthouse. We're currently on bag 9. I have a bag of mini Kit Kats, like the snack size ones. Okay, and then we'll move this a little bit. Hi, Beats! Welcome in! How are you doing? That's... Okay, let me get you a shout out, Beats. If I can type. There we go. Let's see what it says about Beats. It takes the Frosty Bot a minute because it like goes through and creates a story. If it wants to work. What are we doing? It just worked for a charming jellyfish. Oh, there we go. I'm impatient, apparently. It says, Beats is back. And then it's not doing my emojis for some reason. Emotes, whatever. Crafting a magnetic charm in their chill stream. They're piecing together a rhino beetle succubus toa with Lego finesse.
We have always lurked among you.
As a proud member of the LGBTQ plus and book building community, they embrace diversity one block at a time. Their speech doesn't stutter when it comes to the bionicle passion. Tune in for cyberpunk vibes and relaxing brick by brick creativity. That's cool. Do you? I'll have to check in on your stream or on your Discord to see what that looks like. Welcome in, Steel. Thanks for the lurk. It says, "Steal your heart, the cozy crafter who hooks you with yarn and charm. From baby blankets to crochet cosplay, they're stitching up a storm. Lately, they've been mixing crafting with gaming and Palia. Avoiding responsibilities never looked so fun. Whether it's a bat or a moon powered wing harness, they're all about that weeb life. Tune in for PG-13 Last and Crafty Plays." Welcome back, charming jellyfish. How have you been doing? I haven't got a chance to pop into your stream lately. I don't know why I'm grabbing. Right piece, wrong color. It's called Frosty Tools, and so you can set it to do different things. So it does the shout out story thing, and then it'll do a thing like when you're at commercials, like a little bit before your commercial, and then when you come back, and it does a raid thing that you can copy and paste into the channel you're raiding into. But it's called Frosty Tools, and it's pretty cool. I like the story. It's a little bit like more than just, shout out, hey, go check them out. So I thought it was interesting. I did not find it myself. I stole it from, I stole, I got it from Steal Your Heart. She had it in hers, but I had seen it in somebody else's, and I was like, what is that called? Like, what was it? And I just never asked, like, said it to myself, wondering out loud. And then I was like, I didn't ask. And then Steele had it, and I was like, man, I want that. And now a bunch of people have it, apparently, but I like it. You can change, like, the way they do the story, too. You can have it like a grizzled war, they write it like you're a grizzled war veteran, or like you're a conspiracy theorist, or like a movie trailer, or like Dr. Seuss rhymey, all kinds of things. But it's called Frosty Tools, and it's free. You just go to the website and then like give it permissions, and it does its thing. And YouTube. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, but they have it. I don't want to get it because then, like like people might think I'm just copying what other people have. But at the same time, I'm like, it's a bot meant for Twitch. A bunch of people are probably going to end up with it. It's not like, you know what I mean? I've been good. I had like a whole December's worth of like just Christmassy themes. And then I built the big Hogwarts train. And as soon as I was done and ended the stream, promptly dropped it on the floor and broke it and had to rebuild the whole last train again. That was not fun. Right, I know. Like, I have it, Steel has it, Carrot has it. Yeah. Like, I was sliding it off my desk a little bit because I asked my daughter to come help me move it. And I was like, I'll just move it a little bit off the desk so she can get, like, her hand under it. And apparently I moved it just a smidgen too much, and it was like, nope, on the floor. Yeah. There was a lot of foul words involved. I was like, I just spent like 4 weeks building this, and then I dropped it. Yeah, there were lots of foul words involved in that. But I got it all back together, so it's not too bad. Now I still have to find some place to put it, though. I have We randomly bought these two shelves last time we were at IKEA because they were cheap. They were like $2 or $3 each, so we bought two of them. And I told my husband, I was like, you can use them to put Legos up somewhere in the house. And now we're probably going to use that for the train, but it's just kind of sitting over there. I'm not looking forward to moving it anytime soon. Oh yeah, there were a shite ton of words that were not child appropriate. Luckily, my children are used to my non-child appropriate comments. Okay, get back on there. I will say, as much as you have to rotate this, there's not a lot of great places to grab on. Like, things just kind of come up. So be wary if you do attempt to build this. I say attempt, I don't know why I say attempt. Like it's impossible to build or something. But if you go to build it, be wary. Like trying to turn it, you'll grab like one of these little wedges and it just pops up. And many places where if you have adult-sized hands, it may be difficult. As I have child-sized hands, and some places were interesting to try to do. Okay, this. It's gonna go. Like, I thought the overhead camera would be a little bit better, and it kind of is because I can move it like as needed and give you different angles. But I still worry that it's not. I don't know. I think sometimes I just worry about nothing. Like, there's not really anything to worry about, but my brain says there is. Okay. Bag 10. We have about 3 minutes left of streamers, and the last two bags, there's been 0 extra pieces. But after the next set I built after this, I bought sometime this month, early in the month. Maybe even before that. I don't know. Sometime many weeks ago, I bought a set from the company called Funhold, or another. I saw you sent me a picture. I just didn't see of what it was. Let me look at it real quick. So lately, because Arkansas is not doesn't really get cold weather, and the really cold weather we had, I guess like 2 weeks ago now, has done a number on the roads because we don't get cold weather. Like the highway we take from my mother-in-law's house to our house had they're like, oh, watch out for the pothole. It was not a pothole. Like, whole chunks of the road were missing. That is not a pothole. I'll show you what they're saying is a pothole now. So this is on another highway, like towards Little Rock. Let me change to the right web browsing. This is what they're saying is a pothole. That's not a pothole. That's like whole chunk of the road missing. Like, that's put cones around it and close the lane. That's not a pothole. But yeah, we don't really get like when that really bad storm kind of went through everywhere about 2 weeks ago. It got down to like 8 degrees. I think at one time it was like 8 degrees, but with like other factors, it felt colder. Yeah, so the roads are like, having a little bit of a yeah, that's not a pothole. That is probably like in real life a good 6 feet. That's like longer than I am. Maybe not that much. But that is not a pothole. A pothole is like a little where you need to put just a little bit more asphalt or concrete in it and fix it up. That is like a whole chunk of the road missing. Like the metal is missing at parts. But yeah, this is what they've been calling potholes lately where we live. And then like cars are like slamming. Right, that's a car destroyer, and that's what was happening on the highway from that we take from my mother-in-law's house to our house. Um, they're already doing construction on that road, and so like people, so you have like the concrete things where they used to like separate a lane that they're working in. Yeah, you could lose, like it could destroy a whole car. Um, but people already, like hemmed in a little bit because you couldn't go over to like, yeah, I totally believe it. That could kill a car. That would total my car, and I'd be going after the city for the money because that's ridiculous. That is not like I got in a car accident. That is like failure to maintain the roadway. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so people are already hemmed in because they've got those blockades up on either side as they're working on the highway. And then all of a sudden there's like a chunk of the road missing and people are like slamming on their brakes and like trying to merge at the last second. I was like, man, so they like quick hurried out there and fixed it. But like you can see they just put like a whole new patch of asphalt, but it's a big piece. And they're like, it's a pothole. That is not a pothole, my friend. A pothole is like a little itty bitty thing. That is not a pothole. I forget, what does Killing Field do? Lasts for 30 seconds, buffs melee damage by 100, and ignores 10%. I don't know if I wanted to ignore any. Lasts for 30 seconds, buffs armored defense by 50%, and yeah, we'll do that. All over. Start the battle. Yeah, it's crazy. That's a small Kevin, if that's a small pothole in Saskatchewan, I am never visiting you. Wow, we won really fast, but that's okay. I'll do random rewards. Ooh, I get to upgrade my army if I have enough monies. Okay. Doesn't look like I got any quests. Not enough for any of that. What about scrolls? This one. Okay, what did they want me to do? Assist from tanking, place necromancers. Okay. Yeah, it's one thing if they're like, oh my god, and then like later that day or even the next day they're covered up. But those were like crazy. Like it was there for more than a day before they were like, maybe we should go out and put something over that so people's cars don't die. But it's more that because they're not prepared for cold weather here, they don't like prepare for road damage, and stuff like that. They're not expecting it. Today's cup is the fancy stained glass cup. That's what I call it anyway. Yeah, like I said, that's a Build 2. Good to know. I often miss those, and then when I get to the end, have to go back 10 pages and start over. I will try to build both at the same time. Keyword is try. Ooh. Ads in progress. Says, what unique station exists between two municipalities in Belgium and the Netherlands? Find out when the ads end in about 3 minutes. Now I'm curious. I mean, when we lived in North Dakota, they had some serious road damage by the time winter was over. But every spring, like as soon as the snow started to really melt, they were like out there fixing everything. I mean, it was hard to fix it before because, like, as it happened, because it's too cold for like the asphalt to set and stuff. But once it's like, once they can, they're out there like on top of it, and they do road work like all spring and summer on different parts of the city, you know, as needed. 6, 7, 8. Okay. I gotta stop putting the Legos over the step I'm trying to do, because then I don't know what to do. So I got a message from Steam today that a game that I had on my wish list went on sale. So I think I might pick that up. It's some kind of plant game. You can pet cats and decipher plants. I forget what it's called. Nope. Nope. Turns out all the notes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 4. Oh, we're back from ads. It says, okay, I'm probably going to pronounce that totally wrong. Beerly Hertog, Belgium, and Burley Nassau, Netherlands are intertwined with houses and shops existing in both countries simultaneously. Oh, that's pretty cool. There are several authors that I read that are in the Netherlands. It's pretty cool.
You know poop is coming.
I wrote like
But you know you have
I
more things
kept
here.
normally I'm good about it. I write
Campers
I
find
like read a
life with
book
blowout bearing
and then
comes
either write the
designed for 100%
right away
leaks
or I
and
read like
blowouts.
one more book
Fear no
and then I
leaks
write
with
like
Pampers
both
Toddlers.
reviews.
Click or tap the link
But
below to learn more.
apparently I was just doing like one book after the other this month and I hadn't written like any reviews basically. I wrote like only a couple for ones I had to. And I spent yesterday, like basically all day yesterday, catching up on my reviews. I must have written like 30. One. And then cover up the steps so I don't know how to do it again. So I tried something different last night for dinner. Anybody else love the mashed potato bowls at KFC? I don't really eat at KFC. We don't really eat a lot of fast food to begin with. But I used to love them before I stopped eating fast food. And I was like, man, I bet I can make that at home. So I made mashed potatoes and chicken, popcorn chicken, and all that stuff. And that's what we had for dinner last night was homemade mashed potato bowls. Of course, I have one child that doesn't like potatoes, so he had like corn and popcorn chicken, and that was it. But it turned out pretty good, I thought. Yes, this set is the first set that I've done any kind of lighting, and it came with the lighting, which I know isn't like very common for Lego. They usually, if it's lighting, it's just like that light brick. Um, but this is like full on lighting. And then I bought that Fun Hole set, which I want to do next, and all their sets come with lighting. So I'm excited to see how they build like and connect together compared to Lego. More building times 2. Has anybody built any of their sets? Or even heard of them? Window down. This. Straighten out. Ooh, what are we gonna use the car wheel wells for? I like seeing how they incorporate, you know, pieces to make them work in a setting where you might not like, where it might not make sense normally. Okay, so like this, and on the front half, okay? Get your quick balls ready, as the Pokemon's going to appear. Did I do that right? Yes. It still shows like the window further back. What do we got? A drill burr. Poke catch. I've had no luck today catching Pokemon, so okay. So I guess you want to set it like recessed into there on either side. Okay. So and then this, fill that space on top of the window. That's pretty cool. I would have never guessed that that was like normally like the over the tire in a car. It's hard to shoot. Yeah, I should have showed it to you before I put it on. But let's see if I can do this. It's actually that ridge there above the window is actually like what would be a fender or like the wheel well on a car. Woohoo, I caught a Pokemon today. It's a miracle. Not really a miracle, but as far as my luck for the day was going. Okay, then put this bar. I have lately been adding like when I get emails and they have like lists of free books, I've been adding them to my Discord in the like just chatting. So that if other people wish to partake, they may too find some cheap / free books. So this is obviously my first tax season with Twitch. So even like I don't know how it works. Like, does it work like even if you only make $2 through Twitch, which you know the minimum payment is $50, but you know what I mean? Like even if you make any money, do they send you a tax thing, or is it only if you make so much?
Try it for free today at asana.com.
I know when I did it as like a crafter, but this was in a different state too. So you only got one if you made more than $500. So I didn't know if it worked the same way. And I know any sets that I make that I bought and made on stream, and like any equipment stuff, that's all tax deductible. But the question remains. So these are the pieces we just worked on. 2 of them exactly the same, and they're gonna go right on the sides. There's not really much holding them on. Did I miss something? No? Not on that side anyway. This side has a little out-facing lock, but I don't think the other side does. Let's see if I can find a page that shows me the other side. Yeah, just at the top. Okay, just making sure I didn't mess something up. Because I was like, that's not held on by much. Okay, and we still got this hanging out the top. Okay, I wasn't sure because, like I said, it's my first time, and so I was like, like, you know, to know if I should be on the lookout because it is nearing the end of the month. You know, so like, should I look out in the mail? Should I be looking out for just like an email from them? You know what I mean? That's what I was just wondering, so I could keep my eye out or know to keep my eye out. I just figured maybe if somebody, you know, who had been previous years had any insight. So what were you working on? You got an 8. Okay, maybe I like just skipped it and didn't like fully read it. So I will double check my email. I could probably, it's probably somewhere in the thing too. Like in your dashboard area, it might be too. But yes, I will definitely double check. I have a habit of I see who the email is from, and then I just move it into a folder, and then I don't always remember to go back and check what it actually was. So these are like tire, like, you know, that would normally be like on a car, like around the tire. Right, like I just have a habit of like scooting it over into a folder, and then I sometimes forget to go back and check what it was. So I will check my folder. Okay, and these go just like the other ones did. At least I think, maybe. I should probably not get ahead of myself and turn the page. No, I was right. Okay, let's go in the top. Only one extra piece, but I don't think I have those sorted yet. Let's say on like this, and like this, and then flip it. A little different from the last time we did this. Last time it didn't have like the 2x1s on the end. It was just smooth across. Okay, and then it's gonna go squish. Kevin. We're getting some other colors besides white and beige now. Okay, it was. Looks like we're building the roof of the little house there. Okay. Nope, not you. So this build I had bought, you know, obviously because I wanted it, but I didn't have like a plan to build it. And Kevin redeemed the guide to build and chose this as the next build. So how are you enjoying the build, Kevin, if you're still here? So according to the little like info stuff in the beginning of the booklets, like the build booklet, it said they made like a dozen different little specialty thing to make the Frenzel lens for in the lighthouse. Like they went through like 12 different versions till they found one, I guess, that they thought the most resembled, looked like, whatever how you want to put it, a real lighthouse lens. So I'm interested to see, you know, when we get to that piece, or what it looks like and how well it works. I think it's cool that they do that. They could have just slapped like any old piece in there and been like, look, it's a lens, you know, like a window or something, but they went and like took it to the next step by making a piece specifically for that. Okay. This. No, don't stick to my fingers, stick to each other. I was talking with Rad Builds today on Discord about diamond dots and such. The diamond art stuff. Okay. He was wondering, you know, like how, you know, what the items were and how it kind of worked a little bit. So maybe he's gonna do some diamond art on his channel as well. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to like spoil it if it's, you know, he hasn't said anything. But we were just chatting about it. And Carrot was working on the Viking village this morning. And he got to that one spot and he's like, this piece, it won't go in. And I was like, I know, that's why I talk about having tiny fingers. I warn other streamers if they're watching that, hey, if you're going to build this set, caution, your adult-sized hands may have issues. Yeah. There's a wild mean foo. I don't know. It looks like a karate kangaroo a little bit. And I just put that piece in the wrong spot because I didn't look at what piece I had in my hand. Let's try Pokecatch. Oh, so on Twitch, under revenue, then under payout, you are able to view your tax forms. For me, there is a 1099 NEC and a 1099 MISC. I figured there probably would be somewhere on your, like, your payments and stuff. Because, I mean, if they have your payout info there, it only makes sense for them to also have, like, your tax info. But that's good that you found it, that it is there. And I guess it makes sense, too, because some people, right, like, you delete the email or whatever. This allows you to, like, go back and reprint it if you need and things like that. And gives you, like, an actual copy you could, like, download and keep for your tax purposes. But I figured probably somewhere on there that there would be. Ooh, I caught it. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. The ninja kangaroo or something like that. So, my brain has got me building 2, because that's what we've been doing. And so I'm looking for more pieces. There aren't any more because it's not build 2. Not this step anyway. Little corner pieces. Anybody been binge watching any interesting shows? I've gone back and I'm watching Suits again. I say again, but I really only, like, the first time I tried to watch it, I really only watched, like, maybe the first 2 or 3 seasons and then I stopped. So, it's not really again. Some of them it's more like for the first time. But it cracks me up. Some of the stuff they do, I'm like, if a real lawyer did that, his firm would probably fire him, because you can't joke around like that in court and stuff. Like, the 2 lawyers got basically in what equated to a pissing match, and she told him verbally the wrong time he was supposed to be in court, but the paper she handed him, like the file with all the paperwork, said the right time. So she was like, did I tell you the wrong time? And then he wanted to get back at her, so he told her a different time, or like took her paperwork or something. So then when she went to court, she had just basically a file of nothing, and I was like, you mess around like that, your firm would fire you in a heartbeat. Welcome in, Aloha Craw. How are you doing? How was the rest of your build the other day? I was kind of ping-ponging between a couple different people. Let's go to Stream Raider Battle since that's finished. And we'll pick this and cover everybody. And then start. It says we have 28 allies and 22 enemies. I think we'll be fine. Some of these names I'm always afraid to pronounce wrong, so I'm like, thank you, you killed something. I think it's Pyrufi? I don't know. Killed a Cyclops epic. We'll do 2 random wins. Critchy and yeah, I don't know. 50 coins each. I'm good. It turned out very well. I ended up ordering a bunch of the pieces off Quick Links so that it would be all the same green. Did you wind up having to do 2? Or because I know you had 2 of those platforms that it would eventually be on, but did you wind up having to make like another, or was the 2 enough in the end? Because I know you weren't sure. Like once you got going, you said you weren't like completely positive. So do we have army that we're saving up to? Nope. Okay, so let's go to store and scrolls. Let's try the 3. Looks like we got scorpions and vampires and centaurs and I'm not sure what that guy is, but no, the 2 was enough, but the green plates I had for the grass were a different green. But that's like an easy, like you said, you just order from Pick a Brick and you know, it's easily fixable. I guess I'll stick you there. I think there's more on this side right now. And that should do that quest up. Yeah, I mean, that definitely looked interesting because we have the original roller coaster and it just sits on basically an IKEA coffee table that we got when somebody else was PCSing. And so it never moves from there. But when we did move, it was interesting. We cut down a box so that it was just like a slab of cardboard and like kind of lifted it up and then swooshed it onto there, and then we used that as a more stable foundation to put it in like a big box, and then we just put like paper and bubble wrap around it basically to keep it, you know, like instead of taking it apart and to protect it during the move. Right, there are a lot worse problems like not having a piece at all straight up. Let's see if I can buy any more. 7 is the lowest. That'll get me there. I think I'm a little short to go back and buy those other ones. Yeah, like 2 coins. That's right. We'll do this one instead because it'll actually level it up. And then we can upgrade it. And then go back to our campaign. Sometimes as you buy stuff and upgrade, it gives you more exactly. Once you get my table for my Lego City bit, I'll probably be moving the sets twice a year because I plan on having multiple cities that I swap out throughout the year. We were talking about that in Rad Builds. He was building a car, and like it was at like kind of that house built stage, and he's like, it almost looks like it's a chop shop, like kind of, like somebody took all the Lego parts for chop shop. And I was like, oh my god, could you imagine that? You could have a seedy part of your Lego city, like where it had, like, you could put the car on bricks, like somebody stole its wheels. Have your safe part of the Lego city, and then to make it more realistic, have like, chop shops and abandoned buildings. I was like, never mind where my brain goes. But I was like, because what is a city without a bad side of town? Like, you need a bad side of town. Bunch of, and I was like, crazy. We had found him. It's like a garage set where you can literally build the cars. It's got like lifts and where you can change like the engines and the tires and fins in the car and stuff. And I was like, you could have two of those, one in the good part of town, one in the bad part of town, and the one in the bad part of town could be like a chop shop. Right? Yeah, something like that. You could totally do that. My the Range Rover set actually comes with a jack that works. It's like you slide it up to the right spot and then it angles a little bit so it keeps it in place, and you can literally lift up, hold up the Range Rover with it. Or that's the ideal. I have not actually tried if it will hold the weight because, I don't want to practice fall tests or drop tests. I don't want to know if it passes or fails. But I was like, you could do something like that. Cinder blocks and chop shops. The dark side of Lego. and, and it's not Star Wars. I don't have any of the big Technic cars, but I have the VW bus and both Shaggin' Wagons. I have the Vespa and the double decker bus and the Luigi. I call it Luigi, the Fiat. And I have the farm truck and then the Range Rover. Get on. 14. I'm not counting those out. I'm just gonna grab and place. But that's our goal too, is to have a Lego city, because I have several of the modulars. So, we kind of have the beginnings of a Lego city. But not really anywhere to put, like, link them all up and around. But we will work it out. Eventually we'll figure out where to do with all of that, or where to do all that. Okay, now 14 of these little bubble bubble type box across the top. And it starts with like one Lego set, and then before you know it, you're like, I have a Lego town. A wild bronzong. I have no clue if that's the right way to say it or not. Is on the loose. It says a magnet or a cipher ball. Do I have either of those? No cipher, I know that. Oh, I have a magnet ball. Let's try that. Oh, don't get ahead of myself. Pokey catch. Magnet ball. And I still forgot the P. So it didn't matter. All that typing. Okay, let's try this again. Pokey. No, one hand is not right. There we go. Pokey catch magnet ball. Okay, so this is what the like roof of the little house there is looking like so far. Now we need this, and this. So, I see. That makes sense. So put this on the edge to give it like a finished look. And then this goes on the front there. Oh, apparently I'm on a pokey catch and roll now. I'm just gonna dump out what's left. There's not a ton, so. So. This. Then this. Then this. And then, ooh, a chimney. I was right. Oh, I did that wrong. I figured it was on both ends, and then I didn't look at the actual picture. I just assumed. So, it's supposed to be that on there and on this end. And then, this chimney on this end. It's weird that they have, like, the line, like, the way the brick looks to the inside. I'm going to change that to the outside, because it's not going to structurally change anything. White flame, 2 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you. Facing outside. Now we have smoke coming out of our chimney. Okay, then and I feel like this piece probably gets used with cars too. It's kind of got that like smooth lip there. And it is gonna go just underneath the name. Like that. Right there underneath the name. Oops. Okay, and then we're gonna make a lantern. We're gonna stick it right there and down. And then this is gonna go right on top of there. And it has these little things. I think it'll make it easier to like pop that lid off. Okay, attached. Okay, let me. I don't have those two pieces. A sorted bucket for them. I've been trying to sort for like maybe 15 minutes at the beginning of each stream to try to hopefully help sort my massive buckets of random Legos that got taken apart by the kids and stuff when they were younger. So I have it semi-sorted. This is the second to last bag. We have about 17 minutes, 16 minutes left on Stream Raiders. And so I rearranged my desk a little bit when I got the overhead arm. So I brought in my little Hedwig pencil holder Lego thing and put all my wand pens that I got for Christmas in there. And added it to my desk. Oop. Sorry, I have a text. Yes, I'm almost done. This is the second to last bag. Sorry, I have a text. I just want to make sure it isn't from my daughter, and I can't seem to find it. Okay, nope, I found it. I know, but then I'm gonna do the fun hole set, and we can decide if I will have a whole nother company to be obsessed with. On the bright side, compared to Lego, they're relatively cheaper. And that, sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Sometimes, okay, let me see. Looking at this. Okay. I'll do this. They want that. Come on. Let's see. I'm liking it. This is my first Lego. I had the double cam on Sunday, but I play video games, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? I don't really use it. So this is the first build where I've had like the arm, and I'm worried, am I moving the camera too much, or do you guys like that I can kind of move it and give you a different angle? I thought it would be better to give like over the head like that, but now I'm unsure, and I don't know if I'm just thinking about it too much, or if it's fine or if it's not fine. You know, I don't know if it's my brain going crazy and obsessing, or if it doesn't matter. I know I had my eye on it for a while, and then I just didn't get it because it's $300 for this set, and I just kept like putting it off and buying other sets like I wanted more or were cheaper or whatever, you know. And then in the beginning of January, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy another big set. I know I'm gonna spend like whatever, and I had $100 off with the points, and I was like, okay, I like the new train that came out, the Orient Express, and I love modulars, so I like the museum. Welcome in, Carrot. How are you? How was the rest of your stream? But I was like, okay, well, those are both new, so they're still gonna be out for a while. Let me get something that has already been out for a while. You know what I mean? So I was like, I know, I'll get this. And so I got you. I got this. Okay, what does it say? Hop into Carrot Cleric's cozy corner for a wild mix of gaming and brick building bliss. From the plague-ridden adventures in A Plague Tale Requiem to the tranquil life in Palia, they've got variety covered. Lego builds? Check. Pokemon card chaos? You betcha. Sorry, my plus a dash of cat VTuber magic and caffeine-fueled Lego up house crafting. Whether it's fishing glitches or fluffy critter quests, every stream is quirky carrot-topped journey. Apparently, I can't talk anymore. Yeah. So I'm like all over with this camera today. And I don't know if eventually like I won't be so nervous with it or if this will just be the rest of my life. I had you on lurk, so that means I'm probably watching myself right now. I had saw you went back to the plague game with more rats. Listen, I don't know, like I had rats as pets, so I'm not like, ew, mice. I had mice and rats. So I'm not like, oh my god, ew, that's disgusting. But there's something about them, like in the droves in that video game, that's like, ooh. Like, I guess it's because there's like so many. Like, you can't see the floor because there's so many. Right? Like, maybe that's what it is. Because I'm like, I'm not grossed out by them, like in real life. But something about like how many there are in that game, like at one time. And yeah, probably the little glowing eyes. Eventually, I'll figure out where the camera is. Maybe. There's the other one. Okay, so it wants this. I think I accidentally got the light on there. There we go. Oh, the sun is not. Right? Yeah, maybe it's just a bit of how they react to. Like how they act in the game. But I'm like, man, those rats, nope, no thank you. Okay, so then that goes here. Another ladder! Who knew there'd be so many ladders in a lighthouse? Okay, that one can't go like that. They're like, just stick it in and bend down. No. There's not enough clearance to do that, my friend. Okay, fine. Okay, then it wants me to lean that like that, but I don't want to stay, so. At this point, I'm like, listen, we die, we die. And there have been other times where I thought that it wasn't going to go well, and then I was like, wow, we killed them so fast. Where's Lyra Skywalker? She loves this game. A while, I don't know how to say that. A heal ball or a net ball? Do I have either of those? I have a net, but not a heal. And that's 70. What's an ultra ball? 80. We'll go with ultra ball then. Pokey catch ultra ball. Because I don't think I have one of those. So we kind of built this L thing. I was like, that doesn't make sense. That's not going to be stable. That's because I'm not looking at it the right way. Yeah, Carrot, you put a exclamation and an @ symbol. I'm not sure going to catch the Pokemon that way. I caught it. I caught it. I was like, that did not say build 2. But I realized it's got them individually, so I just freaked out. So, Sensi Scorch is how I. I know, I was like, yeah, Senti Scorch. Woohoo! Did I just talking about you? Did I summon you? Oh, it worked. Oh, not white. I want black. I was just talking about you because Crazy said it didn't look great in the battle, and I was like, you know, at this point, I don't care. If we die, we die. And I was like, where's Lyra Skywalker? She loves that game. And then you popped in. It was just funny because, like, we just got done talking about it, and then we're talking about the Pokemon, how to say the name, and boop, you popped in. Okay, I see your things. What do you got? Second, hydrate, eat sugar. Third, and brick tax. Like I said, it was just kind of like an offhanded joke thing, and then you were like, poof, and I was like, oh my god, I summoned her. Okay. Eat sugar. I have Terry's milk chocolate orange slice. And then I have cherry Dr. Pepper. And now we have brick tags. Let me set this back in there so I don't confuse the two bricks. And I'll move it this way a little bit. So for brick tacks, we're building Legos, or what is it? Houses of the World 3. But I gotta figure out what step I did last. Oh, we're on ads. So maybe I'll wait to do the brick tacks till we come back from ads. But I will figure out where we are, because that's helpful. I'll collect the pieces. What does it say? In the shadowy corners of Book Lovin' Builders' stream, a tale of triumph and mystery unfolds. The chat's aflutter with pokey catches, Book Lovin' Builders snagging a bazong and a centiscourge with finesse. Aloha Craw tips their hat to the Lighthouse's allure, while Carrot Cleric dances between love and fear of beady-eyed rats. Laura Skywalker slips in, an enigma wrapped in Twitch silence, as the community rallies around their beloved builders and battlers. What plot twists await? Stay tuned. Right? It's called Frosty Tools. I thought it was kind of different. This way it's not just, hey, go check out this. It gives you more info about the person you're shouting out. There's our little wood piece. Ah, there you are. The piece that's trying to evade me as I dump all the pieces out. Right, it's called Frosty Tool. I want to say I saw it first on like Big Pile of Wesley or something like that. And then I saw it on Steel Stream. And then Carrot had it, and I was like, I'm gonna download this. Because it gives you like a whole little story, and then it does like a recap thing when you're like going to ads or coming back from ads, and it gives like a better thing when you shout out somebody. And then there's a thing you can copy that will you can like you do the little command, and then it writes a little thing that you can copy and paste when you raid into the next person. So you can copy it, and then when you get into their stream, paste it, and it tells you about like just a little thing. But I thought it was cool. So okay, that is the brick tax. It's like a community build. Everybody, use your points, do a step. Let's go to Stream Waiter battles. I'm going to zoom in and then pull up so I can see where all the peoples are. Okay, here goes nothing. Zeus is granting us his blessing, so let's see. Zeus, an armored unit, or armored units have 50% reduced attack speed, but cause chain lightning when they attack. Chain lightning deals 15 damage to the target and then chains to 2 other targets for 10 and 5 damage. When a unit dies, all the nearby units are blinded for 2 seconds. Blinded units miss their attack. And then he does, so that's kind of cool. Start the battle. 7 of us and 36 of them. I was like, oh, we had a bunch last time. Let's go to a 3 battle instead of a 2. Maybe that was not a good choice. But I did put out a necromancer too, so. Not that, that appeared to help, but. Oh well. We'll go back up to the 1. Let's see. To a bomber. For anybody who needs battle plans for their quests, put that out. Okay, all I had done was this. Okay. Then we put that. Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, man, I wonder what that is. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to just copy like everything everybody else does. But then I saw it other places. Like, you know what? I'm going to do it because it's for Twitch. It's going to wind, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like one person designed it themselves. It got put out there as like something to use on your Twitch channel. So I was like, there's going to be more. It's not like just me copying, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I worry about that sometimes. Am I just continuing to copy what other people are doing? Oh, here it is. So this should go. Oops, sorry. Should go. Oop. Right into there. Then this should go over that. Oh, I was like, why did that not feel right? Like, because I pushed something out of the way. Okay, Mr. Cord, stay over there. Honestly, I'm not concerned about whether we lose or win. I mean, of course you want to win, but I'm not going to be like, oh my god, guys, let me down. No, I don't care. fun. You know, some people are get really into it, and I'm like, I understand you want to win, but realistically, first of all, it's just kind of like an extra game played in chat for fun, and second of all, it's not that serious. No one died. Well, we did, but you know, not in real life. What do we got? A wild horsia. Yeah, it's just pixels. Like, we weren't playing for money or anything like that. We're just playing for fun. Calm down. That piece. 2 of you. Then, yes, 2 of you. Oh. Okay. Hold this like this. 1 in that side. 1 in that side. Throw your timer balls if you want to try to catch the horsia. Oh, that's not good. Come back off. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then if I can get that thing to stay inside instead of flopping out that hole. Okay, there we go. No one caught it, but it doesn't look like anybody tried, so not a big deal. Now we take the giant stick and put it through, and I'm going to turn it just to make sure, yep, that I got it in where it's supposed to go. And I will maybe one day figure out which way to move things to keep them in camera frame instead of further out of camera frame, but probably not anytime soon. I'm gonna move it this way just for as I build these, that way you guys can see, and I'm not like right, you know. Two and one. And one, and 2. Turn upside down. Two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's those 2. And now we'll kind of push it back this way. And these are just gonna flip on the side like that. mixed in well. Okay, mix those two. This is a make two as well. Oh, but they're telling you to count the pieces for make two, not where you have to double it yourself. Okay. So this on either. And then like that. And this is gonna go. Sorry, I wanted to double check to make sure I put it on there, right? Okay. I kind of wish I would have put it like on a Lazy Susan or something so I could just rotate it. That's an idea for next time. Buy cheap Lazy Susan. Look at thrift stores. Then you can set your build on top of it, assuming it's the right size, and just rotate that instead of having to worry about moving the item per se, and then messing something up. Thankfully, Mayan's not doing it today. It has never done it on stream, and that would suck because I would just sit here wiping my eye the whole stream. So we're building. Sorry, I heard a really weird noise. But 4 of these. It almost sounded like something trying to get in the back door. But 1, it's locked, and 2, it's blocked. Okay, so then these go on right like that. So, put this in the middle, and these on either end. Okay, and then these will go on the opposite sides. Come on. Get on there. Why are you not working? There we go. I must have been missing one of the dots, like wasn't getting it quite on there, and then it just kept fighting. Okay, now we're gonna make, I don't know, another little piece. I think we might wind up with just one bag left. I gotta see how many pieces are in that bag. But I think we might end with just one bag left. Which kind of sucks because I don't really like to do it that way, but I have tiny people to collect from school, and that puts me on like a limit, like I have to get off at a certain time, or at least raid into somebody else at a certain time, or else I feel like super rushed. So I think we might wind up with just one bag left for Thursday. Come on, hop in. There we go. Mush it in there. That goes at the end there. Then we stand it up, and that piece goes there. Oh, I was like, is there a side that isn't closed in? Apparently there is. So let's rotate to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. I'll rotate it back so you guys can see, but, well, kind of see. Trying to figure out how to do it so you can kind of see. There we go. Slip this piece in right there. Your Twitch went all twitchy. Listen, Twitch does whatever the hell it wants. Okay. So, what do we have? Like 5 minutes left. I don't know. I could rush through the last bag, or we could save the last bag for Thursday. Because I could, in theory, stay on till 2:30, but I'd have to, like, do the raid and run, which, you know, is here or there. Yeah, that's Twitch, alright. Let's do it. I don't know if there's really a lot. Hi, Exposing Alex. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And how is Joe? Because Exposing Alex is the master bricklayer of Twitch, snapping together epic Lego Marvel adventures on Xbox One. With no recent broadcast saved, fans are left craving more blockbusting action. While they assemble again for another heroic gaming session, stay tuned. Yeah, I still have like 12 minutes on Stream Raiders. Look, we have a seagull. Look at the party. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to like focus on the bird. It doesn't want to. It says, no, man, we're not going to focus on the birdie. There's actually not that many pieces in it, so... Like in the last bag. So, we will carry on. a Ponyta. I am gonna move this though, like back over here where you can more easily see. Okay, so click, click, clickety click. That's good. Is he going down or at least staying asleep longer than he was before? What was it? I was like, I saw this video, and as I was watching it, I was like, I've never like identified more with something in my life. So it was this little baby. I say little, it was probably close to a year old. And she's like, they say when the baby goes through sleep regression, they are learning a new skill. And she goes, and this is the new skill. And it was just the baby blowing raspberries. And I was like, I have never felt like more of a connection with a video. That is so true. Like, if you're gonna keep me awake at all hours of the night, could you at least learn a better skill than blowing raspberries? So tired, but I don't think Joe will be actually sleeping anytime soon. His ears are hurting, but he can't have more painkillers yet. I'm sorry that he's having to go through this. I know it's hard. Did they tell you, like, I don't know, my mom, when I got ear infections, would put like white vinegar in my ear and a cotton ball to help. I mean, I doubt that's really gonna like help, but did they give you any other like maybe homeopathic type stuff you could try to like offset for in between when he can't have more of the medicine? Or tell you there's anything you can do? Okay. Now, make sure I put this on the top. No, it's really just giving painkillers, which sucks. I know. I mean, it's different. You're in a different country and stuff, but in the States, they tell you can do like Motrin and then wait 2 hours and then give them Tylenol. Like they can take both if they offset them, if that makes sense. Like you couldn't take both at the same time, but if you took Motrin, then 2 hours later you could give them Tylenol. Then 2 hours later you could give them Motrin, and then 2 hours later you could give them the Tylenol. I know they used to tell us that. And who knows, it's been a while since mine have been that young. They may have changed their mind on that. You know, on what they say is okay now. But he can't have ibuprofen, so it doesn't help. Okay. I was just trying to think of anything, but I'm sure at this point you guys have tried literally everything. I'm like, please don't accidentally drop one of these down the center because it's never coming out. Yeah, I mean, I feel for you and for him. I know he's in pain, and then, you know, as a parent, you kind of get the raw end of the stick too, because one, it's never like it never feels good for them to be in pain and you not to really be able to do anything about it. And two, like then it's more taxing on you as well. You know, it's hard lose the loss of sleep and stuff like that, and the worry. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to stand up so I can see this, or at least think I see it. Okay, let me turn this so I kind of have it the way they want it. Oh, nope, I was right before. It is this one. Right, like you wish you could do more, and then like the lack of sleep makes you frustrated yourself. You know, it's all around not good. Okay, you do what you need to do. Okay, so this. Okay, maybe I need to tip. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this on this side, and this on this side. We're at like a weird part of the build. I feel bad for like keeping moving the camera back and forth, but it's gray. I'm thinking I'm looking for a black piece. It's gray. Okay, so this, 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 this. Woohoo! Okay, it says this over here. You have 1/5 of the army on the field. Well, I suppose that's good. That means there's a bunch of people. Of course, I went back to like a super easy one, so now it'll be like overkill, but 'tis is life. Okay, so that's the piece we built, and it's gonna go. Oh, it's gonna click into there and then go like that, like a door almost. Here and you. Okay, so we're gonna put that red piece in there, and then the gear on there, and then that on that black piece that was sticking up before. Okay, so we have this piece here, and it wants us to put this piece in. It looks like the nubs are aligned. Okay, then we want this piece with one on this side and one on that side. And then we're gonna put that across like, oop. Helps if I line the nubs back. Welcome back, Alex. Okay, looks like that. And we need two of you. Another one of those. And two of these. Okay. I'm going to move the camera again. I'm sorry. I know I keep moving it back and forth and I feel bad about it, but we're at a weird place with this build. It's so tall that I have to keep moving the camera up, but then... Well, that's because I made the smashed potato bowl at home last night. Now it knows you've been thinking about it and it wants to entice you to go buy another one. This piece, so like this, and then it wants us to take this and put it through and then put the other one of those, no droppy on that side. Okay, I will quick sit up as I try to lose my chair and fall on the floor. Okay, we'll quick do the stream battle. Protect all the peoples. Go battles. They have 30 allies and 24 enemies. I did find a channel that 24 hours a day they just have this game going. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. I'll just let it pick a... Oop, that's not what I wanted. Random winner. Dahumbali. Got some scrolls. So that's the last one of those for today. But this is where we're at with this thing, and I think I did it right. I don't know. Oh no, it does when it pushed. Yes, I did that last time when you suggested it. Like the next time, like you suggested it, and then the next time it came up, I did like reconfigure it. That's the word I want. Push those back down a little bit. Yeah, I like as soon as you said it, I did it as well, you know, as soon as I could. Oop, pushed a little bit too hard. It's like a delicate balance how far you press these in to not be enough on one side and then be too much on another. Okay, so now we have this. And we need this doohickey. Oop, we flip it. Put that in there. And we need two of you. two of you and you two. So we put the red ones in one end, and the black ones in the other end, and then we put them like that. So that's what we have kind of so far. Then we take this and we come back over here and we put them, oh yes, we put this little like nubbin in the hole there, and then we line up this on the two brown little pokey pieces we had put up there earlier. There we go. Okay. We do this. This. If that's the right piece. Yeah, that's right. Ah, there we go. Because I know I saw you pieces in there. Where are you now? Okay, then... Okay, I'm just gonna do that. This. There, click in. Okay. We have our last sticker, which is this mirror looking thing. Then we click that piece into this piece like this. Oh, and I think this is our special Frenzel lens piece. So this is the special piece they made just for this Lighthouse set. And it's supposed to be like they made like 12 versions of it until they found one that, you know, was like a real Lighthouse Frenzel lens. And then I'm gonna click it like this so it's easier to, well, in theory, easier. There we go. And then tink it up. So that's how they show it goes. Now we're gonna build that piece that goes around that lens. And it looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen the pieces that have like the older Firehouse had all those roll-up doors. It's like those same kind of pieces. Not the like reduced small firehouses they have now, but I think they may still have the roll-up doors. But what was it? When our youngest was little, we got him the big firehouse. But of course, he promptly took it apart like 3 days after it was built. So we have the pieces and probably the instruction booklet somewhere to build it again. It's just currently not built. Okay, so this piece, this piece. Like that. These pieces here. And then 22 of these. I suppose it doesn't matter which side as long as you pick a consistent side to click them. So like you don't have one, because there's like a different feel. One side is completely smooth and the other side you can feel like the bumps. So I guess as long as you pick a side and start clicking them together, it's alright. As long as you don't have them in both directions. But they make like this super bendy. If you haven't seen them before, they're pretty cool elements. Although I've lost count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Then flip them together. Okay, they want the smooth part inside, and I put the smooth part outside. It really didn't matter until I clicked it together. Now, oh, come on. There we go. And turn it upside down. In the middle. And in there. Okay, now we're gonna slip it over. There we go. Oop, now I bumped everything. Try that again. There we go. Okay. So this is pretty easy. They just want you to make a lid. Yep, I know. And then that goes on like that. Now we're making a like safety railing, you know, to walk around up top. Oh, come on, don't get stuck in my shirt piece. Sergeant Snuggles, that's amazing. Carrot showed the kitty today, and she was looking at him like, human, I am unimpressed. Yeah, it was like, human, you should be paying attention to me, not playing with your silly blocks or your silly video games. Like, listen here, human. Okay. And then bring it around. So there's your safety rail. Okay, here's the walkway. Sorry, I had to find the walkway. So you have your walkway here, and they want you to put the bucket with fish in it, and then the little bird is checking out the fishies. And here's the boat that came with it, and the kitty. You'll put the kitty in the boat. You can have it like, it would probably click on. You know, there we go. Somehow. There we go. Okay, but the real thing you guys are looking for, let's see if I can tilt it so you can see. You ready? You can kind of, trying to do it best so that you can see it. There you go. It really rotates. I will try to take a better video and put it on my Discord. That's what that place is called. Yeah, I mean, you could kind of see it as I twisted the thing, but I will definitely try to get a better video of it doing that. And if it lights up, oh, it also lights up inside here in the house. A little, like, the stove we built in there lights up like a fire, and then you can see it into the house. That's we can go into beats. Let me do the raid for my, see if I can do it from my phone. Beats 3. Did I spell his name wrong? Oh, I see what I did. I did it right but wrong. There's no B. The 3 is the B. I was thinking the 3 was the E. let's go to stream ending. So Thursday I will be back, and I will be working on that fun hole set. Well, that's the set we'll be doing. The oops, that's not what I wanted. Save. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. They're working on that raid thing, so we can't do it this time. But yes, I will be back Thursday, and we'll work. It's just like a little market set, but I really want to try that set because all their kits come pre-lit, and they're cheaper than Legos. So if they look nice and they build well, I'm certainly going to be picking more of them up to feature. And they have some really nice like steampunk sets and a lot of modular houses. And I love buildings. You know, like they're different. They have like cabins and stuff. So, but yes, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for all the new follows. Everybody have a great day, and I can't wait to see you on Thursday. Hopefully, have a wonderful day.